In here I have just planted 2 rows of Brussels sprouts, 2 I guess of red and 2 of regular green. Here I have 1,000,000 green beans. Literally there's probably 30 green beans in there. Those 2 buckets are actually little mulberry trees. They were in a different area, but we have an excavator here doing some work, which I'll show you guys in a different video. And I needed to move the trees so that they did not get squished. The strawberries are doing really, really good. Even have the start of little baby strawberries, which is fun. The peas, I think I mentioned in the last video, I'm not sure. I ended up replanting because I only had about 3 germinate from my original batch. This half of the pea trellis is still not doing great germination wise, even with the new peas, so I don't know, something with the soil over here. This half, however, has done great, and almost every single pea that I planted has sprouted. Over here, I just threw this in. This was just whatever, I don't know what they're called. We cut it in half and used it so the dogs don't escape under the stairs. And I brought it in here because I have a clematis right off of that, and I wanted it to climb up that. My lilies are starting to pop. Everything's looking good. Hi, Max. Asparagus, lots of it in here. Lots of happy asparagus. None of it's big enough to eat. Rhubarb's doing great. They're still trying to bolt, so that's been interesting. A friend brought me some pickling cucumbers, so all in here is pickling cucumbers. In my TP thing, I have 1 tomato, 1 little sweet basil, and then I planted nasturtium seeds all around it. None of them have sprouted yet. It's my first year growing nasturtium, so I'm hoping that they will make an appearance. I have a bunch of tomatoes and basil planted in here. These are the indeterminate ones, I think, are the ones that sprawl. Let's check, because I always get it backward. Yes, so these are the indeterminate ones. So they're gonna crawl up the trellis. And these are determinate, so I just have the trellises for support, really, as they get bigger. This is a cucumber trellis I'm in the process of building. I need to do more and then put more support posts in, but that's what I've got started right there for my cucumber trellis. So there's 2 different types of cucumbers planted in there, and then I did cucamelons on the side, which I'll need to get something else for those. And here I ended up doing all the beans. So this back is climbing beans, which I need a few more of these, and then the front is all bush beans like kidney beans and such. This is along the back, which I just added in this little rose. I thought that, you know, the front of the garden has many rose plants around the gates, so the back of the garden obviously needed some rose plants as well. Whenever we extend, I'll probably get another one for that side so that there's a rose on each side over there. More things just starting to pop up. I might have grabbed some more dahlia bulbs on clearance. I have way too many. And planted those, so oh my gosh, I'm gonna have so many dahlias. These little pots are all what was in the DIY greenhouses, which I took out because it's warm enough, it doesn't matter. What have I grown successfully? Because I didn't label anything, I don't know. I'm pretty sure I planted lavender in the purple one, and I want to say borage in the blue one. I've planted dahlias in some of these. I planted zinnias. Pretty much what I'm seeing is weeds. I did get a few tomatoes. Here's a little tomato, and here's a little tomato, and that one has a little tomato. So it did work. My biggest takeaway is definitely don't be cheap, buy potting soil, because using my topsoil, I am growing more weeds than anything else, and it makes it a lot harder to know. So I'm just kind of, I know this is a weed. I don't know what type of weed it is, but it was all over that damn topsoil pile. So whatever, I'm letting the weeds grow for now, thinking maybe magically something will come up that I'll know what it is, and then I would transplant it. The potato grow bags are doing just fine. If I can, one of them has a happy tomato plant. I did have Swiss chard and celery in here. I don't really see anything that's screaming Swiss chard or celery popping up yet, so we'll see. This way. All of my cabbages survived. That got kind of frost eaten, so I'm happy. All of my seed potatoes are finally starting to sprout that I have in the garden. You can see. Yay, seed potatoes. The lettuce and spinach is still doing all right. Not as big as I would expect them to be. I don't know if that's because of the mulch or the soil or just my luck, but whatever. You can see lots of stuff is coming up. Blueberries, my garlic is amazing. I will stand next to it for reference, but that comes to the top of my shorts, so I am obsessed with this particular garlic plant. I think it's gorgeous. Look at it. I mean, they're all gorgeous, but that one is just extra special. This was the bed I planted bunching onions in. Terrible germination. I have started seeing a few of them sprout, and by a few I mean like 3 or 4. Otherwise it's just weeds in here, so I need to pull the weeds, figure out what I want to do with the rest of this space, because that's a decent sized bed. But I need to know what I can figure out what I can put in there. I don't think any of the red onions that I planted from seed have sprouted. The ones that I bought that are around the edge are just fine. And then the shallots that I planted in the middle there, again, I don't see anything. So I did not have any luck with the shallots or onions from seed this year, which is kind of a bummer, but learning curve. I probably put them out too early. Everything's coming along nicely in here. So those are the greenhouses. I just kind of threw them over the fence for now, and I'll do something with them later. Again, the strawberries are doing good. I need to weed them. Oops, and I forgot over here. So where the mini greenhouses were, and the main reason they needed to leave, this is now peppers, which I need to buy one more because I can fit one more in here, and I need to get more cages. The cages are really just to help keep the kids from stepping on them. So, but lots of peppers, and then there's 2 banana peppers right there for my daughter. She loves to come out and eat the banana peppers right off the plant. So I just wanted to put her peppers in a separate spot so she doesn't get confused and accidentally pick a jalapeno, which I don't think she would, but safer just to keep hers in a completely separate area. Let's go this way. My little leeks are doing fine. And then I do have carrots. Yay, carrots. I need to weed the carrot beds again, but it's difficult when they're so little because I don't want to jiggle them loose. So far, only one of the dahlia bulbs that I have planted has come up, which is that one. Which is a little disappointing because I have a lot of dahlias in the ground already, so hopefully they're not all dead. I did end up buying a lavender plant. I still haven't decided if this one's alive or not. It's got green around it, but likely just weeds. So I needed lavender, so there you go. It was $5. Can't control myself. Comfrey's looking good. That should be blooming soon. Everything else is pretty much looking good. These guys are finally starting to bloom. They're not as cool looking as I thought they were gonna be, but that's okay, I guess. So here is the garden. Coming along. Thanks for watching, guys.